they've had 3 eliminations worth of Surge. They haven't had to play the mid game and set up in those positions of power. So unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to be Tahi's team that takes down Clix. It's going to be Surge, but Clix is now in a 1v1 here. No, this player's got a teammate and Clix takes him down. Never mind. Maybe spoke too soon. Clix is still pulling ahead, but things are not looking good for a big point game for this team.
I don't know. I mean, listen, don't count them out. At least they did pick up some points, right? It is going to be better than a lot can say that they did in this round here in its own. That single elim there might just be enough. This big pot, actually, I think he has the free rotate on in. Wait. Yeah, definitely. And they're now starting to run out of steam here. Just a couple of builds left. It's all or nothing now as they have to push on in. Down to the low ground they go. And these are the last builds straight on to defense. And they jump into a squad. They're going to find one. It's actually Zum. This is the elite trio on the other side of the wall. And a second and a third for Mega. He follows up onto everyone. Stacky falls too. Make that 8 eliminations. Not bad for a top 5 now. And again, Felix still alive. Sus, Sparebow of Herta. It's a 2-on-2 as well here. Pinched in between all of that chaos is a high ground trio. This is all coming down now, Aussie, to these final moments here.
It's all coming down to this, and it's looking rough. I think it's a trio v solo. It's Sparebow Sus Boy, which is Sus Scripts, versus Sueso Evasion, and I mean, I don't like their chances here. I don't know how this one's gonna go. At best, the teams on low ground are gonna try and take a 1v1, maybe get the player out, maybe get the second place, because you're not going to be able to dethrone your high ground team as a full trio. They're playing it safe. They're staying up. They see the numbers as well as we do. They know there is 2 solos down below. They want to let them fight, secure their guaranteed first. They drop down. I don't know who it was. Sparebow went down. So it was Sus Boy's team that picks up the second place. But Suesuo's team with the trio, could be our game 2 winners, and they're going to need it as well. It's actually interesting, as long as we kind of didn't get to see exactly how the early game broke down, but it's Shark Knight Clarity and Hornet Skylix and Adonis contesting each other at Lazy Lake as far as both the teams have gone in the history and where they've said they're going to be dropping today. So this means a lot for both these teams. I don't know if they've changed it up. I don't know if they're contesting each other, but when you get a chance to get endgame when you're contested, it means that much more, especially if you can take it out on top of the team that's contesting you. So they make a good rotate. They get to front side. They've given up their high ground. Unfortunately, they don't get the zone, and it is Calc, Osp, and Joji. Mine and Vivid's prediction, hopefully showing up big like we've been backing them to do for weeks now. They get the zone, they get everything they need, they have the material, they have 2 eliminations for the Storm Surge, and they have the loadout. You've got to think they win it here, and if they don't win it here, if they don't put it together, it is a scary sign for them going forward, but I have full confidence they know how to play this one.
Yeah, and they came here with max material. You can see Joji fully committing now. This is a game that they absolutely need. Not scoring any points in game 1. Already at 14 points now, but they are so below the Surge. Calc needs to step up here. Someone needs to step up and jump down and get into the action. There are 42 players up, and this zone's going to close in the next 20 seconds. They need a lot of damage here, Aussie. I'm looking a bit nervous for them right now. I'm feeling a bit nervous for them. Teams don't just fall here on this zone because it's moving. This is a zone that will punish you. And with how far they are behind, I think they're in dead last for damage. I think they're at the very, very bottom of the totem pole here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the 400, saw 2 elims. I thought it was 400 above when I was hyping them up there. This is 500 below, 300 below now. They need some damage, but 5 more players to go down. They might be okay here. Players are actually falling. Never mind. This rotation, maybe Cal knew something we don't know. Maybe this team figured something out, because I'm with you, Monster. I did not expect us to lose so many players there. We had active Surge on every other threshold today, but enough players go down where Surge doesn't go active. Joji, Calc, and Osp hold on, and maybe that's why they weren't looking too desperate. Got to give them respect there for that call, Monster. It's a scary spot to be in. They stuck to their guns. They stayed on high ground. They thought, hey, this lobby's going to thin out, and then everyone dropped.
Ooh, that was so close, though. It did come down to the wire there, but let's see if they ended up missing a beat or not. Calc is thinking about it, but no. He's going to stay to himself here. He's going to stay up above, sticking to the guns like you just mentioned. 3 elims now for them, so things are starting to come together here. There's only 12 players left in the lobby. All they have to do is ride this one out. Scope is still alive in this game. That's going to be massive points for him. Down low, Knight and company still popping off. The originators of being dominant low ground players, they are now at 8 elims. Could this be return of Knight? No, he's going to get taken out. He gets stomped right out of the lobby there by Hornix and Skylix, but the battle's still going on here as Joji finally now jumping into the mix here, trying to steal away what he can for elims.
Yeah, and DeQuented goes down there. I don't know if it's the whole team because we have 5th and 4th still in this one. Hornets team and DeQuented's team 4th and 5th respectively on the leaderboard, still going. Calc, Joji, and Osp had a terrible first game, but making up for it with a big second game here right now. They have the elims on the board. They need to secure the victory out, but any more elims will be a bonus, and they need to take out these other teams early. Scoped was in this one, and now it's a 3v1. You have to think they win this one, but I got to think who is on the low ground right now. It was Liquid Scoped. Scoped managed to clutch it up as a solo into a second place. He is so dominant. He's looking as dominant as he always has been. I don't think he's going to win the 1v3, but honestly, massive respect to the solo clutch there. But Oz, Joji, and Calc changing the story. We had a struggling game 1 and a huge game 2, and
no, I think they're doing the right job there. They're going to stay up above and trying to skate around the side there. Osp is down, Calc is out the lobby, and now Joji is left by himself. Now it's all to the hands of Smite here, who is rotating through. Joji, no mats either. He's got a player behind him. He's got players in front of him. How is he going to manage to make this one out? He's going to find someone inside the zone. I don't think that was an actual player, though. Might have been. We have to find out, but hold up. He's going to go and slide on down. This might be a fatal fall, but no. Okay, he stays alive just long enough. Remember, with every team that falls now, too, it's so big. He gets all the way up to top 11. That is not bad at all. Stealing away points, playing with house money there. And again, he gets a little bit more for not having anything that wasn't too bad for that trio.
Oh, we talked about it. Getting contested on drop. Sentinels High Sky, XZ's AV, and Sentinels Animal up on the high ground. They got contested at Holly. They won that fight. I was talking about how once you win it, you can, be a bit more comfortable going into mid-game. They're looking very comfortable, but this is a scary drop down. This is looking like a Zone Wars level waterfall, but no one's looking up. Everyone's focused on this rotate, and we talk about Misty Mountain endgames. I know Sundown loves his Old Man Mountain will take its toll, but man, the dam is just as frightening as now players are going back up for it. We have Durant, Nani, and Trap there going for the high ground take. AV, Animal, and High Sky drops down. They dropped lower, and Nani's team saw that as an opportunity to try to take height off them, but I don't think it works, as Ved is now a solo trying to push through. He's in Storm. He's taken big damage, and Ved goes down. 5 teams, 12 players, but Casco Niddle still holding on 88 points. This is your game 1 victory hour winner.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, though. They do have just a 2-man team to work with here. They're really running out of material here, but once again, we see the benefit of having a Harpoon in endgame. He manages to find just a little bit of loot, and it's enough to give him that comfort to build up all around him and look around for more. He gets a little bit more now. Again, these are big game-changing finds right here. These are game-changing finds. He's allowed them to really extend their life here in this endgame. Build out, make a decision now because we're in the top 3 situation. Looking back in the zone, though, Jace finds a couple tags here. The zone's doing the rest, and he gets cracked big time. But the edit was even better. It's on to Colboat, and that's the full finish there. 9 elims for this stream hero, but he's starting to run out.
Casco Niddle, they might be able to do this. They might get 2 wins out of the first 3 games, and they do as a duo. Smacked goes down. Again, yeah, and it's just those little mistakes. That's literally all it takes in these lobbies is one less wall, one position, one step too far, and you go down as Gandhi gets another elimination in the feed now as well. 14 teams, 37 players, and this zone is pulling not too difficult. It's going back more towards the north again, so all those teams on the south side have to rotate. You see Mikey and Ronaldo in a really aggressive low ground fight against Yuzz's team in there. Smack, Niddle, and Casca on the edge taking shots in, but they've got to rotate. I think Niddle's team trying to play a bit more aggressive because unless that Harpoon has found a refresh, they're looking pretty shambles on the material as Smite, Split, and Strafe make the rotator. They're in a very good spot in 3rd here.
Yeah, not bad at all. And 95 points to work with, too. But on the other side, Niddle still popping off. Finds his 4th elim and now working his way towards the top 10. Here comes the quick layer change, and it's a good read. They get into some old enemy tarps that are fully built out for them. This is absolutely great for them now as they get to save the material that they don't have right now. They really don't have much to work with. Niddle expended so much HP to sit back in the zone and try and pull what he could. And I mean, it's going to allow his team to extend just a little bit here. But again, they're inside these enemy builds. They're going to have to make a big move soon.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a big play, and Niddle's got that legendary attack shock, and he's making sure he gets the med kit off. He does. He gets it off. He's going to keep pushing forward, and this is actually a strategy you see kind of incorporated a lot by Bizzle, Booger, and Clix's team, just breaking in through old tarps and backing yourself shotguns out together. Let's see what they can do. They're trying to hold the builds. They're going to end up going left, and the reason why they're playing like this is your first place team is they are not good on material. You can see 2 builds there in Niddle's back pocket. I don't think Smacked and Casca are much better, but Zone pulls back, so they've got to make sure that whoever has these edits, whoever these builds are, they don't come back soon, and they're down to using wood builds. So I think low ground is where it's going to be, as Smite, Strafes, and Split right now in third are down here. So we could see a potential first versus third if they drop down to try and find something here on the low ground. The fire's breaking down. Remember, this has been buffed recently. 15 damage a tick. It hits really, really hard. You have to be careful. Split goes back. He's backing himself to stay with his team. He's got to go through the stink. There is just everything on the low ground. Fire, stinks, enemy builds. They're just trying to fight to hold on to anything they can. And this is huge for your third place team.
Yeah, they're still marching. He's still going. Split not trying to give up just yet. Smite gets left behind, though. Inside the storm line. Enemy shots are coming in, too. But he's playing it so well. Just on the outskirts. Here comes the edit. Here comes the big pump. But no, it only connects for 30. He's going to need an even bigger one now if he wants to stay alive. He's got no builds here, Aussie. There's a full trio down low. But he is still snaking his way through. Ratting his way through these low grounds. Just trying to inch his way. One single team has to fall here in order for him to get placement. But Niddle, Casker, Smack, they're still up as a full trio. On high ground, it's Milton, Haxon, and Chepix here, looking to hold things down. This could be their first victory royale of the semifinals today.
Yeah, but we've got 3 full trios alive. This is a 3v3v3v1. So this is going to be difficult right now. And Split goes down. Here we go. We haven't seen this today. A lot of times going into endgame, usually the team on high ground has had a numbers advantage and they've closed it out. Let's see if they can manage to take out the 2 trios beneath them. Can you get them to fight? Because that's the strategy right now. You need Strep's team to try to run into Niddle's team so you can then close it out from the high ground as Strep gets a big refresh. Not a lot of material, but there's going to be some extra loot there if they need it. And high ground now looking like they've got 4 eliminations on the board, so not a bad game from them at all, but they need that victory out. Only 68 points to jump up. Casca, Niddle, and Smack see if they can at least secure a second, potentially a win. This could be 3 wins out of 4 games. The Smack is going up, gets 2 big tags. The big damage comes out. They go up and unfortunately gets hit back. 30 and NAE goes down. It's up to Niddle and Casca to do this here. They're breaking it down, but this is fantastic for the Owl fans on low ground because Owl now gets to have the full numbers advantage as a trio, and they're dropping down. Casca as a solo. Can he stay up? Can he stay above this one? He's got the pepper, but that's it. You've got to get in. You've got to do something. The numbers advantage 100% goes to Chaotic, Owl, and Strep. It's going to be a 3v1, and this usually only goes one way. The young Haxon on the high ground gets knocked down. The big shots come out. Chaotic, Owl, and Strep come back. And Kalazzo, Tabsy, and Veteran 6th place right now. They jumped up 2 places in the last game, so they've been around this top 6 for a really long time. First time we've seen them jump up into it. They got 4 eliminations on the board. They've got everything, and I would be a lot more scared if I didn't see that harpoon. Kalazzo trying to get some materials back, realizing he's up against Colossal Crops, one of the very, very few structures in Fortnite that you can't break, you can't build out of, but they have everything they need except for meds. If they can just find someone, if they can just get an easy elimination with that harpoon and grab some of the loot, they are back in this with a huge shot to hold on to their top 6, as it looks like Split goes down. 2nd and 3rd are out. The pressure is on now. You have Al in 4th place. You have Hornet in 5th, Tabsy in 6th, Aviv in 7th, Dankline in 8th. These are all teams that have the potential to jump up and not only take a top 6, but honestly, with 2nd and 3rd out and 1st being wounded, they could take a top 3 here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those top teams are going to start to just slowly sink their way down. And literally, it's hopeful for them to stay within somewhere inside the top 6 for the 2nd and 3rd place teams, but not very high up after that. It's really going to come down to the last game for most of these teams. And that means we're looking at a very close competition for the breakaway top 6 spot. But for Ved, Tabs, and Kalazzo, they still need a refresher. They still need a little bit more here in order to really bounce back in this game and be a contender to possibly take this win, even from the low ground. They have the mats to work with for now, but they do not have the HP. Can they find one single elim? On the other side, Smack, still alive by himself, by the way, in the bottom right perspective there. He's above the threshold too, making sure that he can stay up here. He's got the big pots, he's got the peppers, and this is the strength of the peppers. If we gassed it up before, now you get to see it in action, even as a solo, why it can be so good. Take a look right here, right now. He hits it so that he can get some HP. That's vital, but more importantly, he gets the cross so far and virtually for free. It's too tough to track. He's too quick. He's on the move. Even the player right there sitting out in the open, and look, he's gone like the wind. You can't even catch up to him.
He's zooming out of there, and honestly, great play. You talked about even as a solo, the peppers, if anything, is the item to have as a solo. You don't need to worry about teammates. You leave them behind. You just quick layer swap. You rat your way through. You find your way in, and that's what Smack's doing. He's dropping down. That's not his wall, though, but unfortunately, he's down to what we call soft mats. He's only got the wood. It doesn't have as much durability as brick or metal, and if people see wood, especially in endgame as a trio, they're gonna spray it, and that's why Smack's looking a little bit scary, but honestly, clutching up more and more points as Owl goes down. That's your 4th place team. I think Chaotic and Strep are still up. It looks like AV's team is going up for the high ground right now. They could potentially have a big jump up. They're in 17th place, but that is still huge, as after Calc went down, Joji and Osp have held on, but it's just Joji now. He needs to do something big. He has that legendary pump shotgun, but he's looking up. There is no way he can make a play for high ground, as Ved takes down Redux and Berserk. They're still in this right now. 6th place team is still going as well, somewhere in this lobby, as Colazo falls.
Yeah, and it's still a battle right now. Here's a Viv's perspective with Leo and Zucky. Remember, they're also inside that top 6 standing, but hold up. Builds are breaking. So many players are down low. He doesn't even swap off to another build. He actually just holds a shotgun, and now it's an SMG out in the open, but no, he gets bested on the one-on-one exchange there, and it just wasn't good enough. Up top, Lucky, Nounsy, and Shades managed to retake the high ground, and now he has 6 eliminations as a trio here. This is officially their game to win there. AV on height was actually a solo. It seems like he didn't have any backup, and that wasn't enough to maintain the high ground. But look at this Aussie. It's going through old builds. This is tough for anyone there. You can see behind every single wall is danger. There is no safety.
Danger lurks around every corner, and everyone's trying to have their big game. 1st to 4th are out, but 5th to 9th are all still up. All the teams that need this. It's a battle of who needs it more or who wants it more. They need the top 6. Sizzlucky and Shades are looking fantastic on the high ground. Nounsy dropped down to get some elims, and he goes down here. Knifer and Jay's on the front side, but everyone is weak. I don't think we have a single full trio in this one. Shades and Sizzlucky have that advantage. They even have the med kit, but this isn't going to a heal off. Everyone's desperate. It's not just placement, it's eliminations, and Shades is trying to find something with that epic assault rifle. Has the epic pump if he needs to use it, but I think he's just forcing those teams to fight. But here it is. It's a good old 2v2 to finish off this game. Game 5 of NA East. Marevs and Neon on the low ground. Sizzlucky and Shades. Sizz goes to go for the medkit, but he cancels it, and I like that. Play the pressure. You have the position of power. You need to use it. 10 builds here for Marevs. No shield. They have to jump down and close this out. 93 points on Neon. This means everything for both these teams. Sizzlucky's going for the med kit again, and I don't know about this play because Shades has to back it up now in a 1v2. They have the health advantage. They don't need the med kit. They've just got to land their shots. And Shades, the 189, the max purple pump, and it was just enough. If he didn't one-tap that player, and it was just enough. If he didn't one-tap that player.
Yeah, definitely, but he's trying to heal here. He's trying to out-survive the surge, and it's not looking too hot for him as attacks do come in. He's going to need a little bit more. This is a very, very important Storm Surge fight right here. That will mean everything for Colazo and company, and they do survive. They survive a little bit longer. They get the tags that they need, but Cobalt and Deck are getting dived on. It's High Sky and Animal who are just next door, and now Leo from underneath with a Viv and Zucky are also in the mix here. So these are all teams inside striking distance right now. Surge is over, but Cobalt needs to continue to get active. 128 points. Remember, we saw Colazo, Ved, and company. They had 130. They just had 130.
I mean, that's the thing right now. Cobalt's team is in 3rd. That's how close this leaderboard is. Colazo's team got enough eliminations to jump them up in a second, but now they're slowly being caught up. They are out of this one. Adonis gets another elimination in the feed. That's 2nd. They are still going strong. 1st place is still going strong as well, but big eyes on Dankline and Cobalt here. If they can even get 2 more points, 3 more points to jump them up above Colazo's team, that will be massive. We're not over-exaggerating this. This leaderboard is going to come down to eliminations, the difference. I fully believe that. It is going to come down to 2-3 points, if that, as they try to jump their way up. They weren't looking too healthy either. They have no more meds. Cobalt has all the shield. Dankline has all the health, but combined, they have next to nothing between them. I don't know, Monster. They get a far zone pull. 129, literally 2 points, will be so monumentally massive if they jump up above Colazo. Even if they get 130, it'll come down to a tiebreaker. No one in that has the victory out, so it'll go down to average eliminations.
And for DeQuinta down low, it's looking very good for him. Yes, he's got 128. He's got 3 elims, but their team is so healthy. They're positioning themselves in front, and they do go down. They go down at 129, so that's one. Cobalt gets finished. He does not earn anything. He is out of the game. That's one position now. Frozen in time, 129. 130 for Colazo, Ved, and Tabs. That is how close now. Scope sees Tragics fighting for high ground. They actually need this win if they want to secure their top 6 too. They're just outside the bubble. 118 for the team on height. They need a win. They need a big game. We saw the cutoff, 130, 129. There's a lot of teams up here. They have to continue to push on now.
Adonis has fallen, not his whole team, but so is 4th place. Split, Smite, and Strafes are out. 4th place is down, 5th place is down, 6th place is down, and 1st place is down. This is literally anyone's tournament for a top 6. This is everything you want out of a qualification game. We are not over-exaggerating this. This is going to go down to eliminations. Calc goes down in the feed. Scope, Cease, and Tragics need this. We've seen that about 130 points has been the threshold set. It is going to fall around that point. Scope's trying to fight for height. Pulling out the builds. He only has 12 builds left. The big 102, but Cease has gone down here. This is everything for this team. 127. Tragics and Scope need to hold this one. Scope's got some of the best pump aim in the scene. He takes him down with the SMG on the drop down. 131. They've jumped up. Everything is a bonus now. He gets in the box and he takes down another one. Scopes keep doing it. Push forward. He needs more out of this game. His team is cheering him on. They're asking for more, and Scoped is doing this. He has had one of the most legendary rises to prominence in this scene, and now he's fighting Berserk on the high ground. 134. This could be enough, but there's no way to know. But what a performance from Scoped. He's put the team on his back in one game today and got a second. He's doing it again as a solo on a high ground, Monster.
And I can't believe he won all those fights, but take a look. Knifer is still in this. He's got 127 points as well. Where did he come from? He is still in this. DeQuentin at 6 Elim, Zemo at 2. They've definitely punched their way to top 6 here. There's still multiple players. Knifer finds Joji. Big swings here. It is literally coming down to every single final elim, every battle here. Take a look at that shot there. Knifer's still in this game right now. 133 now. Oh my gosh. No one is safe here. Not just yet. It is now a 3-way battle here. Sticks and Knifer. Zemo and his full trio of DeQuentin. Scope as a solo up above, just lurking, watching nearby, trying to let everyone else do the hard work for him. There it is. The tracking is good, but it's not going to be enough. Just a couple tags here. Now the reset, the heals. Oh, that's white tags. That's a knock. Aussie, he got a knock onto DeQuentin. Okay, I think he's punched his way. That's 139 now.
I think Scopes has done it, but Scopes can win this. He's
gonna clutch.
This has come down to a 1v1. Scopes can win this. He's clutched up a 2nd place today by himself.
Oh my gosh.
He's clutched the top 6. He has to, but can he get the victory out? Scopes is trying to find an angle.
He's going in.
That big thump. He gets the edit off. He can't close it out. He's trying to find his way through the 48.
Oh
the
my
SMG
gosh.
swap. Scopes, you are ridiculous. A 149-point finish.
Yeah, huge congratulations to Niddle, Casker, and Smacked for winning Heat 3. But wow, it actually was so close. 3 points separates them and DeQuentin, Zemo, and Tetro. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I haven't seen these guys on the leaderboard. I wasn't paying attention at all, and they're in 2nd place right now, Adam. Yeah, super excited.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it.
Oh, go ahead.
I was jumping in there. But I was just saying, with 37 eliminations there, you see with 40 Jaden shots and co on the 2nd place there,